I think we'll get started. Hello, everyone. My name is Jill Coons. I'm the Director of Education here at Growing Great, and I'm not on mute, so I'm getting used to this after a year and a half. Welcome to our second showcase. Many of you were with us last year at our very first virtual showcase, so we welcome you back. And I see some new people here tonight, so thank you for coming. We are so excited to be able to share with you all of the wonderful things that we are currently doing now. We are back in our outdoor garden classrooms. We're going back outside, working with our children and our students and our wonderful partners here, especially here in Los Angeles. So again, thank you for coming. And before we get to our fabulous showcase, where we have some exciting things to showcase for you tonight, we are going to do a fun thing and break out into breakout rooms. If you've been in this virtual world for almost 2 years, then you know what it's like to break out into breakout rooms where we're just going to get to know each other, how you're affiliated with Growing Great. It's only going to be about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and we have some wonderful videos to show you of what we're doing on the ground here in Los Angeles. So we're going to break out.
No, we're back in the main room. So welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you had a chance to share a little bit with your fellow group members.
Thank you, Megan. So I think we're all back, right? Okay. So thank you for coming and getting to know each other a little bit, how you are affiliated with Growing Great. We have a very special guest tonight. I'm so excited for you to meet her. Jennifer, why don't you introduce our special guest?
Thanks, Jill. A few months ago, Jill and I had our first in-person visit at a school site, and we met Heather Murphy Garcia for the first time. She's the principal at Immaculate Conception School, and she couldn't get us to leave. We just loved getting to know her and visiting her site, and a lot has happened since then. So I want to turn things over to Heather, and she'll fill you in on what we've been up to.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me here this evening. You've asked me to talk about my favorite thing, which is Immaculate Conception, and as a former science teacher at Immaculate Conception, STEM is also my other favorite topic. So the two things that I can go on for days about, but I promise I won't go too far. Please feel free to cut me off and put the cane around my neck and pull me off stage if I go on too long. But we are a Catholic school in downtown LA. We're about 3 blocks from the Staples Center. So right there off the 110. Although we are a Catholic school, we are a nonprofit, and we never turn anyone away because of lack of funds. And of course, we're open to all faiths and backgrounds. The Pico Union is the area, and we have a very high number of service sector workers as our families. Our children live in the apartments. There's been a lot of gang violence and unsafety in the streets, so most of the kids stay in the apartments most of the time, and their parents are working multiple jobs, usually minimum wage, or people may be undocumented. So there isn't a lot of time to cook, and not a lot of outdoor activities, and certainly not in green spaces. So what we have is we do not have an industrial kitchen. So we are dependent on the federal lunch program for both lunch and breakfast. And because we do not have a kitchen that can have a permit, it comes in pre-made packages, and the people who work there can only take it out and hand it to the children. They may not open it. It's also served with plasticware, and so it's definitely not fresh. Most of the kids, if there's anything fresh with it, it might be in a small plastic bag, and many of the kids throw those things away. When they bring food from home, probably the healthiest thing they bring is Lunchables. I see a lot of hot Cheetos, And sometimes they try and sneak in soda or sometimes energy drinks, which is just ridiculous. So Growing Great did start with us this last, I believe we started in September. And I have seen our kids going outside and doing hands-on activities, getting their hands in dirt, using microscopes, collaborating, socializing. From the littlest ones in our transitional kindergarten who are 4 to our biggest ones who are the 8th graders who are 14, they're excited to go outside and see the plants and see what's grown. And it's also really nice to see some of our kids who may not feel as successful in the classroom really able to shine in another way outside. And I have a feeling, even though we have not gotten to taste any of our creations yet, I have a feeling that our kids are going to be so much more interested and so much more dedicated to eating healthy and eating fresh once they know they've gotten it. So I think they're getting an amazing understanding of the Earth's processes. There's a greenhouse that they helped construct, a little mini greenhouse. And it's just been absolutely incredible. And they all look forward to gardening class every month. So I don't want to take too much time, but Miss Megan is fantastic. And we're seeing new growth in several different places and around the campus. And I think it makes them even more excited for learning and getting out there and seeing science happen in the real world, and probably enjoying the delicious taste of it eventually once things start coming out of the ground. So thank you, Growing Great.
Thank you, Heather, for sharing that. And this is the perfect opportunity to show what Megan has been doing down at your school. And again, for those attending, this is downtown Los Angeles, where green space is limited. And so I would like to introduce Megan Nealon. She is our STEM program director. I'd also like to introduce Grace Sanchez, who is our nutrition and garden specialist. And I would also like to introduce Maxwell Watson, who is our STEM educator. So collectively, they have put together a special presentation for you tonight. So Megan, you want to take it away? We're going to highlight 3 of our sites here locally in Los Angeles that we are actually back in teaching outdoors. So take it away, Megan.
Hello, I'm Megan, the STEM program director at Growing Great, and you're joining me on my walk into Immaculate Conception School, where I teach STEM, nutrition, and garden education to students TK through 8th grade. So if we take a look around here, Immaculate Conception is located in the Pico Union neighborhood of downtown. A few quick stats on Pico Union. About 6.7% of the population over the age of 25 has a 4-year degree. The demographic makeup is about 85% Latino, 8% Asian, and 2% Black. And the median household income is about $26,000. There's also a huge lack of green space in this neighborhood. It has been kind of my special joy to get to bring Growing Great to ICS, because Pico Union is my home neighborhood. I've lived here for about 2.5 years, and prior to working at ICS, I used to walk by almost every day. So it's been really awesome to start a garden and STEM education program from the ground up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and head in for today, and I'll be showing you around some of the transformations we've already made this year. Follow me. Thanks so much for joining me today and taking a closer look at how Growing Great and ICS are partnering to give all their students the opportunity to get their hands dirty in the garden, grow fruits and vegetables, and most importantly, empower them to be the next generation of scientists, engineers, and innovators in general. Thanks so much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mr. Max from Growing Great, and it is my pleasure to introduce you all to Maple Primary Center, one of Growing Great's strongest partners for several years and located just north of USC in downtown Los Angeles. Maple Primary Center serves a 99% minority population that is primarily Latino, 95% of whom qualify for the National Free and Reduced Price Lunch Program. In their garden and the surrounding area as well, there's a surprising diversity of wildlife, which include ladybugs, caterpillars, roly-polies, several of the ever so popular squirrels, hummingbirds, for whom we've had hummingbird feeders placed with new stands just this past week, but also your occasional chicken, as well as many process, or butterflies, whose numbers keep increasing week after week. This school year, myself and Grace Sanchez have been going to Maple since the fall, every other week, where we've been alternating with one set of 6 classes and then an additional set of 6 classes. And in total, we visit with over 100 students at this site alone. English is a second language for 67% of Maple Primary students. And 87% of their special ed students spend over 80% of their time in mainstream classrooms. We get participation from their pre-K, TK, kindergarten, and first grade classes, in addition to some of their special ed classes as well. Through Grace's and Mai's dedicated work, we're turning this area into a very relaxing and clean area of growth for the children to admire their own hard work. We soon hope to have our shades placed above the garden area for their school in their school colors. We are very proud of the work we do with Maple, and we love how into it and curious their children are. Their teachers themselves are also quite active with their students and generally get quite a kick out of it themselves.
No! Let's play the card. I'm gonna try to climb into a wall. Yeah, me too. Now let's sing!
Growing Great has been teaching at Maple for 4 years now. With virtual programs last year, we have been back in their garden now for 2 months, and it is already showing such great promise and progress. We are so grateful for the opportunity and have really appreciated Ms. Sharon Clark and her staff welcoming Growing Great to Maple Primary Center in Los Angeles, and continue to look forward to our bright futures. Thank you. Good.
Located in the historic Los Angeles neighborhood is the Variety Boys and Girls Club. The club provides a refuge for children who struggle daily with real-life circumstances of poverty, under-resourced neighborhoods, low educational attainment, gang violence, substance abuse, and poor health. The community of Boyle Heights is a 6.2 square mile area and is one of the most densely populated areas in Los Angeles. 33.4% speak English, not well or not at all. The majority of the kids come from the immediate neighborhood of Boyle Heights, where 94% of residents identify as Latino. The average household income is $44,000 a year, and 31% of residents are living below the poverty line. Variety Boys and Girls Club has been a pillar in the community, providing enriching activities, tutoring, and leadership development opportunities. Over 2,500 registered club members participate annually in one of the programs or services that the club offers. Club members have access to programs such as the Athletics Department, the Digital Media Center, and Growing Great. Programs like these give members the opportunity to meet guest speakers and participate as public speakers, attend workshops and field trips in order to expand their knowledge of careers and majors. The Growing Great team has the opportunity to visit the Variety Boys and Girls Club in Boyle Heights weekly and provides garden, nutrition, and STEM activities. Students learn where food comes from and how it is grown by planting their own fruits and veggies in their own community garden. By teaching children the basics of what's in their food, how to read food labels, and how to build a balanced meal using the My Plate model, students learn how to make healthy food choices. All with the goal of engaging parents and their families as co-explorers in their child's STEM and nutrition adventures in hopes of challenging and inspiring students and families to be mindful of what they put in their bodies to help keep them on the road to a healthier family lifestyle.
Thank you, Megan and Grace and Maxwell, for showing all our guests what we've been doing since we've been back in our outdoor classrooms. And so we have one more sweet video to share with all of you from actually one of our Variety Boys and Girls Club member, third grader Sophia Cecaros. So Megan, let's highlight Sophia tonight.
Hello, my name is Sophia Cecaros. I'm in the 3rd grade and 8 years old. On Thursdays we do Growing Great. Growing Great is a garden club. Miss Grace and Mr. Mass teaches us how to harvest a plant and how to plant a seed. We also learn how our body works and what our body needs to stay healthy.
Jilly,
Mute. Okay. That was Sophia, and I'm so happy that you were able to get to see one of our students. We are so grateful to actually Patricia, Sophia's mother, who is the executive director of the Variety Boys and Girls Club in Boyle Heights. She's here tonight, so I want to thank you, Patricia, for letting us film your sweet daughter and to share how much she's enjoying her weekly visits from Grace and Max. So I would like to hand it over to hi, Sophia, to Britt Joyce. He is Growing Great's, he's a board member in Growing Great, and he's our fabulous treasurer. And he has a little message for you tonight. So
thanks, Jill. Hi, everybody. Those are really moving videos, I think. I hope you all enjoyed them. I'm Britt Joyce. I'm proud to serve as a volunteer board member and treasurer for Growing Great since 2017. And I'd like to take a moment to thank everybody who donated at our first virtual showcase. Tonight is our 2nd event. And I believe we have a slide where people can see the names, there we go, of our supporters, as well as the leadership of our great team that we have here at Growing Great. Empowering children to make healthy food choices through hands-on science and garden education. It's a simple mission, but an incredibly powerful idea. 22 years ago, when this organization was founded, we were all educating ourselves about the importance of fresh food, organic food, and minimally processed food. Most of us on this call are able to apply these lessons every day. But now quality fresh food is not just an issue of education, but also of access, justice, and equality. Many of our neighbors in Los Angeles and beyond are still trapped eating unhealthy food and suffering the consequences. As you've heard tonight and seen in the videos that we've watched, there are many under-resourced communities that already benefit from the work that Growing Great staff does every day. There are countless others that we would love to reach as well. None of this would be possible without the generous support of people like you who are here with us tonight. Every staff member that we have in the field on a given day enable Growing Great to inspire dozens more children and empower them to eat food that will give them the energy and focus they need to learn today, to feel good mentally and physically, and to have long, healthy lives to look forward to. One thing that has long attracted me to Growing Great is that we aren't picking sides on a complex or controversial subject. We simply help kids to feel good today and for the long run. When the seeds of education are planted, they can spread throughout entire communities, which benefits everyone. Whether you can spare $25 or $5,000, I ask you to dig deep and join me in giving what you can to help this wonderful organization continue to expand its outreach in the neighborhoods that need it most. Look at the chat in Zoom for a link to our donation page, or just type growinggreat.org into your browser and click on the yellow donate button. That's growinggreat.org. I'm going to pause for a moment for everyone to have a second to kind of get that process started. And I want to thank everyone very deeply for your generosity tonight and for being here and hearing the updates on the organization. I'll pass it back to you, Jill.
Thank you, Britt. That means so much. So we are going to end our showcase with a really fun Wheel of Fortune game. And this is very popular in the Zoom world or the virtual world when we are actually working with our parents. When we've been doing virtual parent workshops. This is a great fun way. We have a very fun gift tonight. If you win, or if you choose to not take the gift, you can donate it to one of our students. So I'm going to hand this over to Grace, and she's going to show you the handy gift basket that she put together for you tonight.
Thank you, Jill. Hi, everyone. So here is our lovely gift basket. Again, this could either be for your home, or you can share it or donate it with one of our kiddos at home. So this lovely gift basket contains a gardening book, some gardening tools, some gloves, and of course, all scientists need their magnifying glasses. So we have that here. And then we also have some pots where you can plant some seeds. We have some pellets here, dirt, and then some markers. And then also in our gift basket, we have a variety of seeds. We have lots of veggies as well as some herbs and some flowers that someone can plant. So that is your gift basket. So good luck to everyone.
Thanks, Grace. That's wonderful. That just really represents everything that we do here at Growing Great, as far as what we're doing in the outdoor classrooms right now, and eventually when we get back inside. You can grow things on your windowsills. So we are super excited about that. All right, Megan, let's do our Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, so perfect. Because you all pre-registered, I was able to preload everyone's names into the wheel. So now I'm going to go ahead and share, and we'll give it a spin and see who our winner is. Alrighty. Just going to go in full screen. All right. And it looks like Nancy Watson is that's our STEM educator Maxwell's mom. So very exciting. And Nancy will reach out to you via email. We have your contact, and you can let us know whether you want to keep that for use at home or maybe donate it to one of our kiddos. So thank you so much, everyone. Back to you, Jill.
Thank you. This has been so wonderful, and thank you again for everyone attending. It's always so nice to see your face. I look forward to seeing many of you in person real soon. And we just, on behalf of the entire organization, we want to thank you for watching some fun videos that we showing what we've been doing. Hopefully you get the sense that you were with us at 3 of our sites, and we are just so grateful to all of you, and we wish you well. And if you have any more, if you have any questions or you want to reach out to us, you can visit our website, as Britt said, growinggreat.org. We have a fantastic brand new website, so I encourage you to visit that. And we're just so thankful to all of you. So thank you for coming, and we wish you a good night. Jennifer, is there anything that I forgot?
Oh, you covered everything. I just want to add my thanks, and that it's just wonderful to have not only the donors and the supporters of our organization, but also our program partners that mean so much to us. So having that combination of you all here today is very special. And of course, our amazing staff. I'm so grateful that I get to work with this group, and now you get to see what my job is like. It's really fun. So thank you all for coming. It's great to see you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.